have some students, we're running, I think, 2 classes off each campus beginning next week of this success strategies class for students who were having, difficulty last semester. And we identified them. What?
Until week 9. So we got 6 weeks between the grades and the getting into class.
And that allows us to identify them, contact them, and get them in the class. Along with this class, and I should have mentioned this, along with this class, we will assign these students a mentor. And the mentors will be meeting with the students, and they will be, you report in this week, how are you doing? What, if anything is wrong, is there any problems, whatever. And they will be assigned a mentor immediately. But the class will not begin until week 9, after midterm. All right. I'm in my office all the time, and if I'm not, I have voicemail, I have email, contact me. I can't do anything unless I get referrals from you. And I welcome them. Are there any other questions?
You really are the link to Stacy's students if you get to her, and she'll bird dog that for you. It's on those borderline students, give her a chance. I think you kind of need that extra little something. She'll do a follow-up.
I want to really stress, I'm going to go ahead and say it, Dr. Stacy, I want to really stress to this group that your referrals are very important. You make up 2/3 of our faculty. We have what, Becky, 46?
Close to 50.
Yeah, and then 106 as in faculty. You make up 2/3 of our faculty. I need your referral. So please, email me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Orr. All right. We have Ms. Cochran and/or Mr. Mercer. Either one of you, the floor is yours. If you'd like to, Mr. Mercer, I know you're not as long as you're kind of quick, but you're going to be here, I know, all night. Mr. Cochran may get out of here.
What? Go all the way around there.
Come on. All right. This is your buddy to keep you online in technology. Mr. Mercer has been a partner chair in business for the last couple of years or a year or so. I lose track of time. But we got him, would you believe we interviewed him appropriately so on the, were you on the Big Island?
Yes.
Or we were? It was, okay. And we did Skype on an interview, and it all worked well. He had left the Air Force as a major, coming back to Meade, Oklahoma to be around Mom and Dad and around the family confines, and gee, we kind of stole him out of the Air Force. So he got to us, and we appreciate him so much, but he said, well, you know what, my forte, and that's what he did in the military, is one of his major things was keeping technology working. And so who better than to take over a two-year institution than what Mr. Mercer can do to link technology into your world and vice versa. So it's all yours, sir.
I'm curious, was she shaking her head because of a bad email, or was there something about water there?
Say, why would you leave?
Too windy in Hawaii, right?
Oh, they had that HGTV Island Live. When we were all snowed in a couple weeks ago, we had that.
My wife watches that. What Dr. Stacy has done is he's basically taken a position that kind of got moved around over the last couple of years. Mike Burrell did it as ITV coordinator for the last couple of years. Dennis Weston had it once upon a time. He's reinstated the position, and currently we're playing around with the title of distance education technology, something like this. My point being, it's going to cover a whole area, a whole bunch of different areas. For example, trying to help the faculty with the technology problems that y'all have each term. Our IT department, when I got here, to me, it seemed like they were at least 2 bodies short of what they needed to actually provide the support that we needed. With the personnel changes they've had recently, they're feasibly down at least 4 bodies right now while they're trying to fix some things up. We got some great people in there, and we're seeing some great things happen now, especially with our new CIO, Sean Wakefield. So I can't say enough good things about what's going on there. But we figured if we had this position as well, maybe we'd have somebody that the faculty could come to first and see if there's like a first line type thing that maybe we can help you with little things that the IT guys are really too busy to deal with because they're trying to handle the big picture items. So I'm gonna be there to help with Blackboard questions. How do I get added as a teaching assistant to somebody else's class? How do I export a course? How do I import that course into a new course? I've got this going on with my grade book. Throw the questions at me. I may not know what you're talking about, but I'll find somebody who does, and we'll get it worked out together. Okay. I'm also there if available. I'll try to be available as much as possible. If you're in the classroom and you're having a problem with a document camera or something's not working right with the computer while you're trying to show slides, they'll track me down. Right now, my extension is 255. I'm trying to move down into the basement of the admin building in room 115, but we're waiting on them to put a phone in that room and get a key for the door. As soon as we have that figured out, I'll send out updated information and how to contact me. One of the other things I'm going to be doing is helping TG Orr with the ITV stuff. He's going to be your primary contact for ITV problems between here and the main campus, as well as folks here. They got some great folks here. And I'm also going to be working with Ginger and trying to take over some of the stuff that she does with Quality Matters. I'm not going to steal a whole lot of her thunder. A few of you were able to attend at least one of the seminars that she put together, and that's great. We hope we can get everybody into that. And all Quality Matters really is, in a nutshell, is how to take your online course, which we know you're already doing well with, and just do it to the best that you can. Quality Matters, she's probably still on herself. Quality Matters is this organization that came together and said, how can we put serious rigor, serious standards, put a particular rubric against all online courses that would be recognized nationwide. And the state of Oklahoma is working towards actually paying for a lot of Oklahoma universities to get in on this Quality Matters thing. We're paying some money. Dr. Stacy will tell you about it in a few minutes, but what we're really doing is looking at giving you a rubric that you can follow for your online courses that meets HLT standards and actually gives our students the rigor to be equivalent or even better than what they're getting in the rest of the courses. So I'm going to be working with that as well to try to help folks out with adding things like videos to your courses and additional learning methods to address all those different learning styles. And see what we can do to help our students actually succeed in the courses that they're trying to take. That's all I got.
Mr. Mercer, thank you. Thank you
Feel
so
free to
much.
email me at any time.
Yes, we did.
Approximately a year and a half ago, knowing that there are federal compliance regulations pertaining to the number of hours that you spend in an online environment to equal those hours and the rigor within an on-class environment, on-campus environment. And, there's a disconnect sometimes, and I'll just hit 2 quick points. How do you know who's at that keyboard in an online class, or even in your on-campus classes when you go into a hybrid environment? Who's on the other end of the keyboard? How do you validate who that is? And it's a big deal to try to prove that reality. So along that line, and then trying to make our online classes exactly parallel to the rigor of our on-campus classes, Ms. Coffin put together a committee with Ms. Henthorne, and Ms. Mercer even kind of tuned into that thing too. But she chased us down for well over a year now, and she's come up with this thing called Quality Matters. And UCO, I think, was one of the first times that we kind of got that flag as raised for Quality Matters. Well, what's Quality Matters? Well, Quality Matters is the standard of excellence throughout the entire nation, probably more so, that we stay within 48 contiguous. And yeah, she's learned so much. She's led this thing. That's her syllabus that you have, and you take a look at the online syllabus for your guide. She and Mr. Mercer worked hard to make all that work, and so we'll turn it over to her to get this started. Ms. Crockett, we can't thank this lady enough for the big picture. I mean, she didn't have to do this. She didn't need extra money for this. She just said, we need this, and we said, we agree, and she did it. So here you are.
So, about 3 years ago, it was about 2011, I went back and looked at the minutes from some of the meetings. We knew that we were going to get, that HLC was going to come and look at our online courses so we could get approved for online degrees, complete online degrees. We weren't approved, and so that's going to happen when the HLC comes at the end of November. They're already looking at our online courses right now. But they're gonna pull us in a room and they're gonna look at us and they're gonna say, Ms. Cochran, how do you know that the classes that Murray State College offers are effective? Well, Dr. Stacy asked me that question back in 2011. I said, I don't know. All I say is what I do. Yeah, so it started this long journey. And anyway, it ended up with Quality Matters. And Quality Matters is a company that offers professional development, basically. So when we started looking, well, okay, we can do this, we can do a review process, we can go in and check everybody's online courses, we can all do this. But how do we train everybody? Okay, well, we'll make training. So I spent a year reading and making PowerPoints, getting ready to train everybody. Well, how do I know that I'm putting in these PowerPoints is what's supposed to be in the PowerPoints? Well, Dr. Stacy asked me one day, well, how do you validate what you're doing? So we went back to the office. Again, here we are. We're into this about a year now, and so we found Quality Matters. Well, they offer the professional development that we need. And we had a goal this year to train and certify at least 50 instructors that teach online. And we've almost met that goal. I think we're at, 44, 45, somewhere in there. And we still have another semester to go. So I'm really proud we've gotten that many instructors, and half of them have been adjuncts. I was really worried about that. So we've gotten through the first good majority of them. I think we offer about 75 sections a semester of online courses. So we've gotten a good bulk of the instructors trained minimally. So now what is the next course? Because they're going to ask, well, how do you know they're doing what they're supposed to be doing? So what we've decided to do is we started last semester a review process, the peer review process. The instructors that went through the training last summer, we chose 10 different courses. So we didn't choose all the courses that they teach, just one course. And then we all got together, and I'm Becky, I'm going to look at yours, and you're going to look at hers, and you're going to look at hers. We had at least 2 to 3 people on each course, and we went through and we used a checklist. And the checklist is in your folder this evening if you want to look at it. So not only could we give recommendations to the instructor, but also that instructor got to look at someone else's. So we're learning both ways. I think it was good for all of us. We're going to do it again. It's healthy. It's not hard. It's very simple, and we all improve. So if you get an email from myself or John Mercer or one of your department chairs to either attend the workshop, the certification workshop, or to participate in a peer review, please volunteer. It really is not, the workshop's a day. You have to give up a day, but the peer review it's not that big of a deal. And eventually we'll have all the courses reviewed. Okay, so what is it that you're going to be reviewed over, those of you that teach online courses? In your folder, you have a checklist that we're going to use. It's a rubric. You either have this stuff or you don't. But this gives you kind of heads up what you need to look for within your online courses. And this is a simplified version of the Quality Matters rubric. Most of the schools that belong to Quality Matters in Oklahoma, their representatives got together
simplified it. I like this, it's very simple. Quality matters when you look at the book that you get to read. But this is very simple, it's straightforward. And I think that we have adopted it. I know that we've adopted it. We've even made some changes to it a little bit. But you'll have that before you're even reviewed, it'll be sent out. And the good thing is if you use the syllabus, when we put the syllabus together, this is what I use. You know, I try to say, how can I save these instructors, how can I save this school when they start looking at our online courses? The majority of this information is in the syllabus. So if you use the format, you're good on a lot of this. But saying that, I'm going to give some good online teaching etiquette. A lot of times students don't read the syllabus real well. So you need to put some of this information in some other places because you never know when they're going to poke around on something and where they're not going to poke around. So I always try to put this information in several places. Okay, does that make sense? You just never know. Other than this, I want you to look at kind of the online policy, the teaching policy that we've started. And this is in the beginning stages, and if any of you that are teaching online would like to send me any ideas, please do. This is just the start of it, but I kind of want to go over a little bit of it. Instructors are required to provide some form of assessment of student work approximately every week. That doesn't mean they have to have a big test every week. But something that they're checking in and they're looking at their course. There's a discussion, there's a video they have to watch, something. So that a lot of you may have deadlines every 6 weeks or so. So if you don't have them checking in every week, they may forget about that 6-week deadline, out of sight, out of mind, and then all of a sudden you lose them because they didn't do 6 quizzes, and then do 6, and they can't come back from that. So have something prepared at least every week. When you think about a regular class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have the students come in about 2.5 hours a week. And that's kind of how I judge what I assign my students. Is I try to pretend like they're in that seat at least 2.5 hours a week. And I don't give them, work. I don't work them to death. But, I have discussions. I have given your opinion on this. They're looking in the book. They're finding this one. It's nothing that's incredibly hard, but there's a statement in our syllabus. What is the hour rule? What is that called, Becky?
The federal credit hour definition.
Yeah. Each student is supposed to have so many minutes in the seat during the semester. How do you transfer that over to an online course? So try to, it doesn't have to be incredibly hard assignments all the time. But get them into your course so they don't forget that it exists, because that's what a lot of them do. And I get a lot of those calls in the department here. The day after 6 quizzes were due, they forgot about it. And I really have a hard time saying, it was posted the first day of class. You know about it 6 weeks. I have a hard time going back to the instructor and saying, can you give them another chance? Because they've known about it for 6 weeks. So give them a reason to get back online so that they can see that stuff and not forget about it. Instructors must respond to students' inquiries within 48 working hours. And I know that's hard for a lot of you that are working full-time, and then this is your off job. But we were talking about IT earlier today. Who was mentioning communication? They send in a request, and then you just didn't hear anything from them for a long, long time. And that's kind of like the way online classes are. If you send something and you don't respond to them, they get frustrated. And then all of a sudden, you have students calling, Dr. Stacy, about Ginger. She's not answering my emails. And then they start calling everybody. And you'll get registrar's office saying, so-and-so's not answering their email. So if you teach online and you can't get to them within 2 days because of whatever reason, you work crazy hours, you're on vacation or whatever, just communicate with your students where you are. I'm going to be offline for the next 3 days. I'm going to be offline on the weekend. Tell my students I'm offline on Saturdays and Sundays. Goodbye on Friday. Okay? So you get Monday,
copy. Thank you for thinking that too, because that's a big deal. All right, you ready? Guys, you wanna take a quick break? Let's do 10 minutes. Restroom break and stretch break, and then we're gonna get to Ms. Kim Thorne's part.